Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this Monday. It is day 93 of 100 Days of Making Comics, Anthology Edition. So before you start wondering where I was this past weekend, I was having a little fight with the YouTube app on my iPhone that just refused to connect to the internet while the rest of the phone was doing just fine. But rest assured, while I'm here on my little lunch break this Monday afternoon, I'm gonna go home and work on my comic book and get you the latest news.
2, 1, boost ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
Just made it back from the store. We got these comic book pages to look at. So let's sit down. So here we are. I printed both off. One is TIFF, the other is JPEG, and to be honest, since I've already had a look, you can't really notice the difference. So straight away, some of the, like now I know kind of how fine I can get, I suppose, but this is it. So these borders are awful, they're awful, they're awful. This is just a regular outline in the like the special panel in the layers panel. So it's like an auto outline. Check that out. And then I went over it with the pen tool just a little bit more. That's my handwriting. So Mike said use 14. I don't think we're on the same page. This is 24. This is barely legible on my computer screen. When the page is this actual size on the Cintiq over there, this is barely legible. But it did come out just fine, and it's perfectly legible. I mean, it's a little too small. Maybe my eyes are just getting old. This one is perfect. I'm not sure about the actual font. I think it's okay. So let's go over here. So I add a little pen pressure to the pen tool. Like I said, like it's weird seeing actually hold it in your hands. You know, isn't that crazy? But a lot of these effects came out surprisingly well. Like this panel is still one I'd love to redo again. But like when I look over here, like some of these little details that I was actually worried whether or not it would translate, and it's fine. And then this halftone effect, I just threw it on just because I just wanted to. I'm not saying it's actually going to be like that. I do think it looks very good. But mostly it was just to test resolution and just to get a feel of what happens when you print stuff. So now I know. And now I also know that a lot of the detail here could have been a lot finer. I mean, look at this stuff. Looks messy, but it's good. So, I didn't quite get this done over the weekend because I got up to no good. If you want to know what I got up to this weekend, there's a video that I posted yesterday called Sketchalona, and it's my weekend in a nutshell, or 25-minute long video. But so I managed to run to the store after work, get these printed out, mess around a little bit in Photoshop with the lettering. Now it is time to add a little bit more gray tones and pick and choose some more of the actual text. That, however, I'm not going to show you because we're this close. We're this close to the actual story being released. And by this close, I mean maybe another month or 2 or 3. But the deadline is very close, so I need to get cracking. And there's one project that came back from the dead. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't know how much time I would have. Turns out there's the logo for my Colombian friends who are setting up a travel agency in Bogota, and that logo needs to be done because the web designer is getting started next week on the website. So obviously he needs to have all the materials at hand. So there's these. Let's hold that up properly. There's this. There's the logo, and there's my my regular art stuff that I get up to. So I'll be checking in with you guys tomorrow. So as always, thanks so much for tuning in. Just a little shout out for this day 93. Kevin Cross has put up a new video in which he gives a little 2-week heads up of what it's like to be a warrior for making comics. So be sure to check him out. I'll put a little link up. I need to remember if it's this corner or that corner for once, just once. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. It's the first Sunday of the month, and that means it's free entry in all the major museums. Let me just cut this short.